Yeah, I can't imagine telling a baseball fan in New York City back in late March, early April that they would
Hmm.
get to forget both teams not getting to October, but that they would get
Yeah.
to mid-August and both teams would effectively be Dunsky.
Well, I think with the Yankees, they're one of these teams that got caught in kind of like the dream catcher of these new rules that Major League Baseball put forward, where if you're one of these teams that don't spend but you have speed and defense,
Hmm.
you can kind of compete. Look at Cincinnati, look at what Arizona's done. These are not teams with big bats and super high salaries, but are somewhat competing. But then if you look at teams like the Padres or the Yankees, where they have all these big salaries, but these guys aren't known for defense and they don't have speed. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton is still running around the bases from his last home run. That's how slow the guy is. So the Yankees are at a point where, hey, we could be the big boppers. I think the other part of the problem is they don't have an effective left-hand hitting home run threat, right? Like if you're going to have right field pretty much be 10 feet away from home plate, you're not going to get a lot of pop from a lot of right-handed guys unless they're fundamentally sound. If you want to go back into Yankee history, for some people it's a long time ago, but for some it's not. The acquisition of Paul O'Neill was so smart, not because
Right.
Paul O'Neill was this great super power hitter. You put a great contact hitter who can get lift in a short left-handed ballpark. So the Giambi, the acquisition of Giambi, those are the guys that you need to go after to be able to still have some oomph. And you mentioned the emotional part. The Yankees management, who tend to not be very emotional about anything, did something emotional by bringing Aaron Judge back. There was such this scream of, how can you have the guy that just broke Maris's record be gone the next year? So they brought him back. They could have gotten other players and maybe having a different conversation now. But then you would say, well, gosh, you don't have Aaron Judge, and what did they do? And they're losing their mind.